Alright, so we've just done our sideboard. We've put in 3 negates and a rootborn defenses here against the control deck. And we took out 2 Talrand's Invocations. He plays a lot of sweepers, so, I don't think they're that fantastic in the matchup. And Geist Honored Monks, just because they're a little too slow. They're nice to go over the big creature decks, but by the time they're coming out in this match, he's already got too much mana for me to really want to rely on those. Rootboard defenses are nice. Obviously, they're gonna help stave off his again, his Supreme Verdicts, and he might have something like Mizium Mortars in the side or Electrickery, which could be bad. I didn't put in the second Detention Sphere because the biggest permanent of his I want to get rid of is most likely Detention Sphere. So let's see what we get in our starting 7. And that's a very keepable hand. Intangible Virtue off the bat, Midnight Haunting, Lingering Souls. He took a mulligan. We're going to go ahead and keep that. Another Vault of the Archangel. Again, not the best in this matchup. It's never a bad thing to have life gain. It's never a bad thing to be able to trade my token for his finisher. Let's just hope we don't get land consistently again. But we'll home with an island untapped. The worst thing for me here would be if he syncopates or, otherwise gets rid of my intangible virtue. But he's not going to have it open. He's trying not to take damage from the mana base, which has got to be a real concern for 5-color control. And there we go, a Rootborn Defense, so a couple turns here and I think we could be in a pretty good spot. It's a nice draw against control. He did say it was 5-color control, but I did not see any green last game. So we'll see how this one goes. I would not be surprised to see a Detention Sphere or Overing on that. Tangible Virtue is a pretty good card for tokens. And he just put something in tapped, and I guess we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Drowned Catacomb. Let's play Lingering Souls. If he wants to counter it, that's fine. Syncopate, you can have half a card. Oh, right. Syncopate Exiles. That's what happens when you spend all your time playing Modern. That's unfortunate. Had I remembered that, I shouldn't, probably wouldn't have walked into it, but that's what practice is for. Jace makes it for sure. And now I'm in a less good place. Detention Sphere, Syncopate. Detention Sphere, wow. Alright, well, Guess I'd rather have a Detention Sphere and a Syncopate. That was a good pile. Well, that's most unfortunate here. There's a Talrand's Invocation. I guess we'll go with that. And I know he can just Detention Sphere that if he wants, so but it's either that or my my intangible virtue, so we'll see what he does. That last pile was pretty good. He's going to just go ahead and kill Jace. He's got some serious card advantage on me now. That's unfortunate. Overgrown Tomb. Hallowed Fountain. I guess he does have green and another Detention Sphere. Not sure if he's mana starved or if he'd rather have that second Detention Sphere, but see which one he takes. Yeah, he's already got the one. You know, I almost ran Oblivion Ring in this deck over Detention Sphere just because I figured the ability to actually get rid of Detention Sphere might have been better than the Maelstrom Pulse, but it's kind of tough to say. You know, his game plan could be, oh yeah, he's going to take the land. Fair enough. Tomb, he's going to take the 2, so what's he got this time? Gilded Lotus. Okay. That's a thing. He can't this time, so he is going to take a bit of damage here, hopefully. Another Midnight Hunting. And play that in tapped. Go in for 6. And just end the turn. Well, hopefully here he tries to go for a Supreme Verdict so I can root-bound defenses, and although with that Gilded Lotus he has a lot of mana open now. Tension Sphere on. The Drakes. And end of turn we will try and Midnight Haunting. And Syncopate unless I pay 2, so that's gone. That's unfortunate. Tension Sphere. Hallowed Fountain can go untapped, and we will just pass the turn again. This whole game took a turn south when I played into that Syncopate. That was unfortunate. But, you know, it's definitely not over. He doesn't have any sort of clock on me, which is nice. Angel of Serenity, I don't see that being a finisher in his deck. He doesn't really have any creatures to recur. We're about to see something here, though. Jace. Okay. Jace is definitely a pretty good card against tokens. Let's see, hopefully he doesn't Supreme Verdict, Chromatic Lantern. Alright, well, he's got his mana anyway, so I'm just going to give him that if he wants the Supreme Verdict. He can have it. As we'll just Rootborn Defenses it away, I guess. We'll see if... Oh, what's he going to play now? Tameo to follow up Jace. Chromatic Lantern, fair enough. And we'll see if this lands this time. I can pay the Syncopate this time, thankfully. Put one of those down there, and that probably would have been something to bring out on the side as well. It was a mistake. I was expecting the Nighthawk still. So we'll try and kill his Architect of Thought. Nope. What do we have here? Decay on my Intangible Virtue, eh? Oh, that's a nice play. Should have gone for Jace for both, but that happens. Yeah, I think we're in a real bad spot here. That Anthem effect, Jace can just negate our little guys. We'll go ahead and turn those back into 1/1s. Alright, so definitely not what I needed there. We'll go ahead and see if we can't land the Detention Sphere. Get rid of Jace. Still have Fruitbound Defenses up. Gotta tell you, I always enjoy playing against control. It's never easy. But gotta admit, our opponent has definitely kept us off our game here. We only got one solid swing in with some tokens. And, you know, I haven't seen any big bombs from him, but anytime it could happen. End of turn, he is going to Sphinx's Revelation for a bunch. Okay. And I've played enough Magic in my time to know it is unlikely I'm going to beat this deck now. I tell you, I really wish I had a negate there. But, let's see here. If he tries to blow up my tokens, I bet my Rootmore Defenses gets countered. Rakdos Return, eh? I'm not sure Rakdos Return's a great card against me, but pretty solidly wins him the game here. But now my tokens are indestructible till the end of turn. He is on a, what, 6-turn clock here? Okay, Snapcaster. Targeting Abrupt Decay on my Detention Sphere. Which gets Jace back. Jace spins up. And won't concede yet, but it's pretty close here. Another Chromatic Lantern. Midnight Haunting. That's the thing. We'll just keep that back. Wouldn't be surprised if he just blew up the board here, so he could start using. Well, I mean, why would he use Jace? I guess he's got a full deck of hands or a full deck of cards. Yep. That's unfortunate as well, but and he can just ping off my tokens. Yeah. No need to drag this one out. There's not much coming back. So we'll move on to game 3. We'll Feeling a Dread. I'm gonna take that out here. Sundering Growth is honestly not terrible in this matchup. He's got the Detention Spheres. He's got the mana fixing artifacts. I think even a second Detention Sphere isn't bad here. And we'll see how that goes in game 3.